representing the United States of America, Patrick Reed.
On the PGA Tour this year, the issue of fan behaviour at events seems to be an increasing problem that isn't going away. With the Ryder Cup fast approaching, an event famous for its raucous galleries, we sought the opinions of those in the know, with their views on how to tackle the issue.
The only place it's a terrible issue is the Ryder Cup. That's where, you know, it really does affect people. They're doing it in between shots all the time. It's become a sort of a cacophony of this rowdy and really unwelcome behavior out there, and that's where I hate to see it. Idiots yelling mashed potato or get in the hole, you know, that's going to happen. But I hope that maybe, you know, fans can police themselves a little bit.
It's a culture over here that's the problem, that I think that, you know, so many people want to be famous for 2 seconds. They want to be on TV. They want to be the one that shouts something stupid. Did you hear me on TV today? Oh yeah, that was great. And it's bordering on flat stupidity. I think it is getting to be a problem. Now the flip side to that is, do you want more people coming out to the golf course? Do you want more energy on the golf course? The answer is, of course you do. And with that energy, you're going to have to accept the fact that there's going to be some knuckleheads saying stupid things.
Things came to a head earlier in the year on the PGA Tour when Justin Thomas had a fan ejected for their actions at the Honda Classic. They were shouting against him, wanting his tee shot to end in the bunker. But was he right to do it?
You know, what if that was any other sport, you know, and I know golf is different in many ways because they're so close to the fans, but it wasn't like the guy was swearing at him. It wasn't like he was, you know, being obnoxious in his backswing. Maybe he said things that I didn't hear that Justin Thomas never talked about afterward. But as far as what I heard on the broadcast, I thought it was out of line. I thought maybe a simple, like, if Justin had looked at the guy and said, hey, knock it off or something like that, I think that probably would have taken care of the problem just as well as having him ejected.
I don't think that's Justin's place to decide whether a fan who's purchased a ticket should stay or should go. Actually, let me rephrase that. He might have been. I wasn't out there. If the fan had been saying what he did, get in the bunker, get in the water, whatever it was, then no. If he had been doing it from the 11th hole on and it became an annoyance, then probably so.
One event that encourages fans to shout and be as loud as they like is the Waste Management Phoenix Open, which is famous for its stadium hole, the 16th, where players appear to embrace the rowdy crowds as they cheer and spill beer.
You know, you do the Waste Management Open, and obviously that's an event that's just completely all its own with the crazy fan behavior. And I think that's fun once a year, as long as it doesn't bleed into the other events. I don't really have a problem with guys yelling after tee shots. I have a problem with it personally. I think it's annoying. I think it's stupid, and I can't understand why anyone would think it would be funny. But to me, that's within the lines of what you're allowed to do at a tournament. It's when you start getting into the saying things in the backswing, disrupting the event, where it really becomes a problem.
The Masters tournament, for one, pulls no punches in its treatment of disruptive fans. Augusta National has a strict policy: abide by the rules or face removal from the event.
There's a little bit of reverence taken for the place. They've been wanting to go there for all their lives, and they really do treat it in a different manner. But it's also, there's a little bit of a fear component. They know that if they act out of line, they're going to be taken aside and they're going to be escorted off the property, and they're never going to be able to come back. So I think there's a little bit of that involved, and I don't think the PGA Tour quite has the same sort of, I don't know, they're not able to represent themselves in the same way. They can't be as heavy-handed as Augusta can be, and Augusta does it in a very polite manner, but they're very forceful about it, and everybody knows that you have to mind your P's and Q's or you might not be welcome back.